Um, when I was a design student, I wasn't so interested in products, but I decided to create a new industry instead. So using 3D printing technologies to design products. We founded our company 10 years ago, and let's say the first 5, 6 years were very quiet, and wasn't able to make it in the business, but now it's actually going quite fast. The reason why we're doing it is to try to do something similar for products, as already happened to the music industry. So basically just creating files which you can ship around the world, and by doing that, saving our world from excessive junk. There's quite simple way it actually works. We make a computer 3D file here on the left side. We put it into a 3D printer which is on the center here, and the ready product comes out. You can later on see a little bit of examples of our products, how they look like here on the table on the podium there. Have a lot of benefits if you compare it to normal production of products. We don't have any money to invest. We just sit on the couch and make some 3D files. Very short time to create the products. We don't need any personnel. Again, we have just a computer and 3D files which we can hack out. But enough the blah blah. We are going straight into products. I hardly ever, well, actually never do any preparation for presentations. So I was wondering, what can I actually tell the marketing people? Because we are not from the marketing field at all. We're from the product design, and our marketing is completely different if you compare it to normal way of you putting products out there. So for example, a product like this, I would design it, but I have no idea who would buy it. What size should I make? What kind of shape would it be? What color would it be? So forth. So I first made a 32 centimeter light, and then somebody asked, well, can you make a 50 centimeter version? So that's the benefit we have from the technology. We can quite easily change these things. Just go in a computer, 5 seconds, control scale, and you have a new product. It can be that kind of light, or it can be this kind of light. Basically any shape we can make, and all these very complex natural shapes, which you would not be able to make in any other way besides complex 3D printing technologies. A lot of our first products were lighting products. Basically because of the technologies are quite expensive still for making end consumer products. So we started from the high-end segment, but of course now we're making so many different kinds of products. Well, these are actually still lighting products in the beginning of the presentation. But a lot of these things are quite new for the market, so we're getting a lot of PR attention around the world in all these different publications, different museums, and so forth. For example, here is a cover of a Time magazine with this particular light. I think this was about two years ago. This was in Financial Times. I think about 6 months ago. New lights we came out about also a few months ago. But quite easily there as well, you can see how easily we can customize the designs. You have first, we have made table lights, but of course then you can make that into hanging light, or you can make that into a chandelier, and so forth. These things I still find the most amazing things. You have products like these coming out of a printer, based on a 3D file. You just put in a printer, and it comes out. We even make dresses. We can scan your body, and we can make your dress in one go. And of course, again, sorry? And again, because again, if you're making these things first by yourself, then it's quite revolutionary for a lot of these museums. So you can easily end up in the collection, so we can get a lot of PR out of that. This is quite a big piece. We also have big printers. This is about 2 meter long bench. A lot of natural structures, also interior accessories. There's a tray. The next one is also a tray. But a lot of these things I spend a lot of time spending inside the microscopes, looking at the natural structure we were not able to make before. This is a shoe design we made for ASICS, Onitsuka Tiger, a couple of years ago for their campaign called Electric Tigerland. Same thing, quite amazing speed. We did this whole thing in 10 days for ready photo shoot, and then all these other products came afterwards. So the company was able to understand the benefit we can actually make for them with these kinds of accessories. So, you know, from card towers to key holders to all kinds of accessories for the campaign. And even this one, we put the entire campaign on the USB stick and send it to all our press counters around the world. So you get a lot of attention for the campaign. We've done a lot of small products like these for MoMA or different clients. But again, because the speed is so tremendous, we don't have to make a lot of copies of these products. We can just make this one, we can sell you one. If you want 2, we can produce 2. If you want 10, we make 10. If you make 100, fine. but we don't have to dictate into a normal marketing procedure that you would normally have in the marketing world. So we have to do a big marketing study. Let's say Philips would take a year to design a certain line of products, and they will put it in the market, but they have to do a tremendous effort in realizing who would buy it, what's the target group, and so forth. We don't do that. We design this one, and we put it in the market, and we see what happens. If somebody buys it, fine. If nobody buys it, we design something else for the next day. But again, the investments are very tiny, so we don't have to do all this marketing research. So maybe some marketing people can here tell us later a bit how to teach us a different type of marketing if this doesn't work. A lot of advertisement campaign projects with their accessories coming with it. You can also make transparent materials with the printers and all kinds of different kinds of materials. I think about 100 different materials at the moment. Also something for campaign is also an ASICS internet campaign we did last year. Very interesting. These are little objects which are inside all those products, packaging products for. Now it's speeding up, I think. So see how quickly we can customize things. That one and this one comes later. We're doing a lot of jewelry things. We can also make things in gold, make guns. You can make all kinds of swords, crazy things. All these coming in one piece out of the same machines. Again, gold pieces. Rings, tremendous possibility for the jewelry industry because you can make all different kinds of sizes, no molds needed. For all fingers, blah, blah. Chairs, a lot of iPhone covers, a lot of architectural things. Thank you very much.